This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot. Listening again, over.
November 7, Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot. This is Echo Alpha 5, India. I'm releasing very well. This repeat. Where the repeat? Is the USA repeat or the European repeat?
Yeah, Echo Alpha 5. Can you just repeat your call sign before we continue? Can you repeat your call sign, over?
Echo Alpha 5, India. Echo Alpha 5, India.
Yeah, QSL Augustin. Yeah, the repeater is located in New York. The repeater is located in New York. You can Google the repeater call sign. So it's in New York. The call sign of this repeater is, I'm just trying to figure it out. I had it here on the screen and I lost it. So hold on, maybe I can find it by going back to the, I think it's Kilo Quebec. Yeah, Kilo Quebec 2 Hotel. Kilo Quebec 2 Hotel. That's the repeater call sign. You can go to qrz.com and you can have a look over there. Back to you, Augustine. Over.
Roger. Thank you very much. Kilo Quebec 2 Hotel. Yes. From New York City. Okay, very well. I listen to all QSO with a signal.
Yeah, okay, Augustine. Yeah, you just dropped out on me, so propagation is maybe changing. Anyway, it's a nice communication from Belgium to New York, from New York back to Spain. Very nice to have you. I have you down the log, so we'll see what happens next, Augustine. Had a few beautiful QSOs. Just a moment I had California on here. So that was fantastic. Echo Alpha 5, India. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot, over the repeater in New York, Kilo Queen 2 Hotel. 73, thank you very much, over. Any other station? Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox Fox calling. Secure the Kilo Queen 2 Hotel repeater. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot, standing by.
For those who don't know what's going on, let me just turn on the squelch. I was just using the Kilo Queen, what is the call sign? Kilo Queen 2 Hotel repeater. It's a repeater on 10 meters. The input is on 29520. You need to activate the side tone of 146.2 hertz. And yeah, we had a beautiful skip. Before I realized that I was using in private mode here with my stream, I was actually making a QSO with California. So California getting into the repeater in New York, and then from New York to Belgium. So that's kind of interesting. I'll see if I can still make the repeater work, because it seems that it suddenly turned off or something like that, or maybe my receive has a problem. But yeah, a few QSOs, one QSO with California, one QSO with another guy who is local to the repeater. in New York, and then another gentleman there from Spain. So there you go. The repeater is coming back. There you go. I'll make a few more calls, see if I can work any station.
CQ, this is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, over the Kilo Queen 2 Hotel repeater. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, calling CQ and standing by.
Oscar November 7 station, this is Kilo November 2 Bravo, KN2B.
Kilo November 2 Bravo, Kilo November 2 Bravo there in New Jersey. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot. Pleased to meet you there, Rob. Operator name here is Kurt, K-U-R-T. Go ahead, over.
Good afternoon.
Oh, very good, Kurt. You're making it into the repeater very good. And I'm mobile in New Jersey, as you said. I don't know where you're located. Back to you, Kurt.
Yeah, QSL, Rob, Kilo November 2 Bravo. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot returning. I am in Brussels, Belgium, Rob. My QTH is about 15 miles southeast of Brussels, the capital city of Belgium. And you're coming in loud and proud in the repeater with your mobile setup. Are you moving mobile or mobile static? Kilo November 2 Bravo. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox, over.
Well, I was moving, but I just had to pull over, not because of the radio, but have to make a stop. But this is a linked repeater, and I'm coming in on a UHF link, 440 megahertz.
Okay, so you are getting into the repeater from another. I thought this repeater was actually only 10 meters, but I'm coming to you, of course, through the 10 meter band. So currently transmitting on 29520 with a CTCCS of 146.1, I think it was. Yeah, very good. You're sounding good here. Absolutely fantastic from the from your station. That's a nice setup they have there. It's the first time I'm working this repeater, so I'm discovering this, and I think it must be pretty interesting when the propagation cycle is getting to the top. Back to there, Rob. Kilo November 2 Bravo. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox, here in Brussels over the repeater on 10 meters. Over. Repeater on.
Oh, great. Glad you're able to make it in, Kurt. You sound really good. I don't know what your station is. Maybe you could tell me antenna, radio, and all. Link repeaters in this system on 440 and 2 meters and 6 meters. So mostly a lot of UHF repeaters, all scattered around New York State. And this is the KQ2H repeater in New York, which you may already know.
Yeah, QSL, Kilo November 2 Bravo. This is ON7 OFF returning. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm running about 200 watts, 200 whiskeys with the TS480 currently operating on 10 meters. And the antenna is a 2-element cubical quad, which is sitting at about 50 feet up in the air. It's a 2-element multi-band, 5-band cubical quad with a single feed point, and currently 200 watts on the antenna. I'll just turn on the power a little bit. I just doubled the power. I'm at 400 watts now, but I don't want to push the amplifier too far. Go ahead, Rob. Kilo November 2 Bravo. Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox, over. Oscar.
Okay, yeah, I don't think you need the extra power, but I could tell there was a difference. But you were still good at the lower power setting, no problem. And your antenna's doing a great job. Yeah, when the solar cycle gets better, there's a lot of activity on the repeater. I've been around this repeater for a lot of years, and it gets very busy at times when 10 meters is open. But glad to hear you, and hopefully I'll hear you again. I have to go, and it was nice to meet you, Kurt. 73, Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox from Kilo November 2 Bravo.
Yeah, QSL. Okay, well that's great, and yeah, there's not much information about the repeater on the website itself. It just tells us the input frequency, and it tells us also just the information about the side tone that you need to use. But I didn't know it was interlinked also on what is it, VHF, UHF, and I'm not sure if there is like a net or something network that has been set up. Maybe I should ask my friend who lives in California. He has some trouble to operate on HF because he has the big mountain right next to his house in the direction of Europe. Thank you very much, Rob. I really appreciate it. Kilo November 2 Bravo. This is Oscar November 7 Oscar Foxtrot. Waving a hand from Belgium. Over. Waving a hand.
Okay, great, Kurt. Have a great rest of your day, or maybe getting to evening where you are. But 73, and I hope to hear you again. Take care. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye, 73, Kilo November 2 Bravo, Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox, we're standby. Bye-bye. Standby. Bye-bye.
Echo Charlie 4 Tango Radio, Echo Charlie 4 Tango Radio, copy Echo Alpha 4 Sugar Golf, over. Tango Radio, do you copy Echo Alpha 4 Sugar Golf, over?
Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, calling and standing by. Calling.
Yeah, I see a couple of newcomers here in the live stream. I'm just testing this repeater here in New York. We are on 10 meter band. This repeater has an input frequency of 29.520 with a side tone of 146.1 Hertz, currently operating on that particular frequency and that band. And yeah, with this repeater you can actually get into people who are locally because the side tone is 146.2 Hertz, and it seems to work pretty well. I spoke with a couple of guys so far from New York itself, somebody who's locally, and one gentleman from California who was coming to the repeater as well through the propagation, and then also a station from Spain. I'll make a few more calls and then I'll call it a day, see if I can get into the repeater and talk with some other guys there in the United States. The propagation right now is pretty good on 10 meters, so we try to enjoy as much as we can the repeater setup and the FM propagation that we have on the upper section of the 29 megahertz. Okay, there you go. Let me just see if I can make a few more calls and then I'll call it a day.
CQ, this is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot calling. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot calling and standing by. Calling. CQ, this is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot calling CQ over Kilo Quebec 2 Hotel. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot calling and standing by, over.
Owen 7 OFF, Owen 7 OFF, this is WA0.
Come again with the call sign. Station on the frequency, over. Station.
Quebec to Juliet Edward. The name is Bob.
Whiskey Alpha 0, Quebec, Juliet Echo. Nice to meet you, Bob. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, located in Brussels. I'm located about 15 miles southeast of Brussels. Nice to meet you, Bob, for the first time. Please give me your QTH, Rob, over.
Okay, the name is Bob, a Baker, Obo Baker. The QTH here is the state of New Mexico. City in New Mexico. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL, Silver City, New Mexico. Yeah, okay, QSL. Yeah, I was looking at your QRZ page. It says Robert, but I think maybe only your wife calls you Robert when she's angry, so I should call you Bob if I'm right. Back to you there, Bob. Whiskey Alpha 0, Quebec Juliet Echo, Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, over.
Okay, real fine. Let's see.
Yeah, QSL, very nice, Bob, no problem. Very, very good. I'm just testing this repeater here. I was just tuning up and down the frequency. I heard the beeps and the calls, and I said I need to figure out what's going on here. And when I got to the QRZ page, I was able to find out the side tone to get into the repeater. But it seems to work pretty well for us. And you're right into the repeater without any problem, Rob. A little bit of a noise sometimes, fading, but it seems to do the job. Whiskey Alpha 0, Quebec Juliet Echo, Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot. Back to you, sir.
Okay, well, real fine. Yes, I've been playing around on 10 FM here, for the last 3 or 4 days, whatever. And I have worked this repeater. However, this is the first going across the pond. So the band is really open today. Really open. And that's a lot of fun for all of us. So, oh my. What else can I say? I'm running 100 watts here into a tri-band beam that's pointed to the east of me, which, I'm just going through the repeater from here. And, the repeater's then going on across over the east. So, it's exciting. I don't know what else to say. Back to you.
Yeah, well, don't worry, Bob, no problems. Well, it seems to work fine. It seems this repeater has been on air for quite some time. I'm running about 250 watts into a 2-element cubical quad, pointing towards North America, pointing towards New York to the repeater. And the radio is a TS480. I'm actually doing a live stream, Bob. You can listen to yourself on the live stream if you go to my QRZ page. I'm just doing a live stream as we speak. So if you go to QRZ.com and you type in my call sign, or if you just type in my call sign in YouTube, you can have a listen and see how it sounds, the repeater sounds here in Belgium. Back to you there, Bob. Whiskey Alpha Zero, Queen, Juliet Echo, Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Okay, Kurt. Well, real fine. When I get a chance to see what your webpage shows. Anyway, let's see. It's 30 minutes after noon here. Right off, I don't know what time it is for you. So, what do you do for a living there in Belgium? Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL, WA0QGAON7OFF. Yeah, I'm a perfumer. I design perfumes, Bob, and I am actually creating fragrances. And just to answer your question about the time, right now it's 20:28 here. It's 2028, so we are about 1 hour and a half after sunset. It's pitch black dark outside there, Bob. We had a nice day today, about 20 degrees centigrade, and a beautiful sunny day. So today was absolutely fantastic. Whiskey Alpha Zero, Queen Juliet Echo. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox Fox, over. Fox Fox.
ON7OFF. So I looked out the window and it looks like the sun is just directly overhead here at this time. So, this is really interesting. So, whatever. Anyway, I think I ought to get off of here and let somebody else have a chance to call you, because I know you're through the repeater. You're covering the right territory. Probably somebody else like to get a hold of you. So, I'll go try and let somebody else have a chance. But thank you much for the cue. So, ON7OFF.
Thank you very much, Bob. I really appreciate the contact. Very good to hear your station over the repeater, and very pleased to make the acquaintance. I would like to wish you a very, very good day to you there, Bob, and pleasure is all mine. Hopefully we can talk to you soon again, maybe on the repeater or via direct communication. Whiskey Alpha Zero, Queen Juliet Echo. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot, over the Kilo Queen 2 Hotel repeater, 73 repeaters.
Ja, Luc, als je die wilt gebruik maken van de repeater, de inputfrequentie is 29.520. 29.520. De callsign van de repeater is Kilo Queen 2 Hotel. En je moet ook rekening houden dat je sidetone nodig hebt. Dus je moet die CTCCSS instellen op 147.2 hertz. Dus anders lukt het niet. Anders kan je hem niet aan de praat krijgen. Dus dan weet je dat. Dus 29.520. Inputfrequentie, luisterfrequentie is 29.620. En dan moet je gewoon nog heel eventjes de sidetone aanschakelen op 146.2.
QRZ. I'll make one final call before I call it the day. This is Oscar November 7 Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot calling over the Kilo Queen 2 Hotel repeater. This is Oscar November 7 Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot calling over the Kilo Queen 2 Hotel repeater on 10 meters. QRZ. Final call. This is Oscar November 7 Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot. Oscar November 7 Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot. This is Oscar November 7 Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot calling over the Kilo Queen 2 Hotel repeater. Hotel.
I kind of tried to experiment all kinds of things. This repeater here is I did some communication through repeaters here already, but it was only mainly in Europe during the summer propagation when we have sporadic E. But this is actually the first time I'm operating a repeater outside of Europe, and it seems to work pretty well. So very good. Very nice propagation today. I think there's another repeater on 294.640. Let me just quickly have a look and listen. I don't know. I put down. No, I don't know if that's a repeater or not. My I don't think it's a repeater, so this is probably direct communication. Oh, okay, Andy, you've been working that repeater before, right? So, yeah, kind of cool, isn't it? Especially if you can get to the West Coast and talk with these guys through the repeater system in FM. I love vintage communication like Alpha Mic too, so I might do a live stream one of these days working Alpha Mic on 80 meters or something.